What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Dr.DDub here, and welcome back to what is going to be our final episode here on Forces of Nature. We've got quite a few things to take care of, so let's get right to it. It's been about a month and a half in-game since the last episode. I waited a little bit just to get some more money. And in this episode, I want to take care of three things primarily. I want to finish out our volcano area as far as the decor goes and the terraforming. We're going to completely destroy the land around Wildfire, which I think will look awesome. And then we're going to build our very last coaster. And so we've got three things planned. We're going to go ahead and take care of the terraforming first, because hopefully while we do that, we can still make money, hopefully, depending on how expensive it ends up being. I don't think it'll be too terribly expensive, at least for the volcano here. The land around Wildfire, however, might get pretty pricey depending on how overboard I decide to go with it. So we're just going to kind of make the top of this look rocky. Literally rocky, not like bad rocky. I think that gives a volcanic vibe, definitely. Hope you guys agree. And then what else screams volcano? Lava, right? So I figured we could simulate lava with some red footpath, kind of spewing here and there. Oh, we don't have bathrooms in our park either. So there's only going to be a couple places we can actually do this lava. It only works on slopes that are, I don't know. You guys have seen me place footpath. You can't do it on these corner pieces, if you will, where each side is at a different height. So there's only a few sides where we can actually do this, but I do want to do some... Oh, not what I meant to do. For some reason, I thought I could place that underneath, which I can't. And that also needs to be metal. Oops. And we'll do a few more red ones just down here, kind of acting like some lava flow. I wanted to do some black as well, some just random black, to act like ash that had kind of settled in the area. And maybe we can do a little bit of that back here with a little bit of lava in between. I don't know. It's not the best volcano that I think I could make, but the land is just... In this park, the land is just so difficult to work with. That's one thing I think has been getting consistently more difficult in this park as the parks have gone on. It's harder to make money. You're able to take out less of a loan, which kind of goes hand in hand with that. And also, the land is just not flat, like, ever. Oh, that's only our second bathroom? Oh, no wonder people are complaining. Oops, did I not build a bathroom over here? I didn't. That is my bad. I totally meant to. But yeah, if you remember our very first park, Forest Frontiers, I don't think there was a single piece of land that wasn't flat. And this, it's almost the complete opposite. It's hard, very hard to find land that is flat. Okay, so that takes care of our volcano. Let us decorate Wildfire now. And see, we made money while doing that, so that's why I'm doing it in this order. I want to adjust the land first, and I mentioned I wanted to do a lot of brown. All of this. This is going to get kind of pricey, but I'm fully aware of that. That's why I waited so long to build this. It's because I wanted the money to do it. I'm kind of doing the perimeter here first, just so we can kind of get an idea of where we're working with, and I can make it look a little nicer too. Oh, not what I meant to do. There we go. All right, and then we can just fill in the rest of it here with brown, and then we're going to go back through and add a little bit of the, whatever it's called, dirt with grass, brown dirt and clumps of grass. And this we're going to do in very small patches, just to kind of make it look like some life is being returned to the area. I mentioned when we built this that I wanted this to look like it hadn't just occurred. The wildfire that I'm kind of theming this around hadn't just occurred, but that the land had slowly reclaimed the charred earth I think it's a cool idea, and I think that does what I want it to. It kind of gives that feel. I say that as I place some more, but I think that will work. And we'll actually do some at the edge to kind of ease the transition. I think that looks nice too, like it's growing back in from the edges too. I think that looks very nice. Yeah, all right. So now we need to add some shrubbery. I love that word. And we're gonna try to find the most, okay, all the stuff is gonna be here at the beginning. Of all of this, the most dead looking shrubbery, I think, is gonna be either of these darker ones. They're all labeled, well, actually, these are the only two that are shrubs. The rest are bushes, technically, according to these tooltips. So we're just gonna place a few of these, not a ton. I don't want this to look like a lush, vibrant area. And I'm okay with leaving some trees around the edge here. It kind of looks just like the grass over here is growing back into the dirt. The trees over here are spreading from this forested area over into the charred earth, which I think has a lot of realism to it. That's what would happen in real life. Actually, seeds would get carried everywhere and they'd sprout wherever the heck they wanted to, but that's besides the point. Okay, I think that does it for bushes. And then I mentioned I wanted to add a tree or two, and I liked these. They look, in my opinion, very, very dead. We're only gonna do maybe 5 of these. I don't know, maybe a few more. Not a ton though, because I want this again to look like it's struggling to recover, but has not recovered yet. Ooh, I kind of really like that. I like how that came out. Let's look at that. That looks very... Ooh, I like that. That came out better than I thought. I wish there was a black tile that wasn't like the rocky texture. I don't think this would have looked very good. Actually, what if we do a little bit of this to simulate, like I was doing a black footpath on the other one to simulate ash? What if we do these to simulate ash? Or even boulders. You know, you can kind of use your imagination when it comes to this stuff. I'm not going to actually build up boulders, but that is something I could do, now that I'm thinking of it. So many options in this park. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I decided to do this. This is adding a nice variation in textures, which I think this area kind of needed. Do one right there, and I think that looks even better now. Oh yeah, that's perfect. All right, and also, there we go, I can speak. When we built Wildfire, I don't believe we ever looked at the stats, but we have a 6.07. It was originally 6.0 when we built it, but after adding, I guess, the trees and shrubs that we just did, it bumped it up to 6.07. So I bumped the price up to $6, which I also don't think I did when we built it. It was at its default $2. And I also changed it to wait for any load, which I think I did last time. I don't remember. But anyway, our park is doing very well. We have, what? The rest of July? Okay, July's over. August, September, and October to build one last coaster. And so I'm going to try to, I don't know where I want to do it quite yet. I'm thinking, let me rotate our view to what we started with, just for some familiarity. So we've obviously used up pretty much all of this hillside here on the way into our park. We've got some open space here, but I might end up leaving that open. Actually, if I make this one... Ooh, this might be expensive. But then again, that's why we waited this long, isn't it? I'm going to finish this ride regardless of how long it takes. If I have to cut in and out of time to make sure we have the money to finish it, that's going to happen. We're probably going to finish our objective as we build this thing, because I just got an idea for how it's going to look, and it's going to be crazy. I seem to like doing rides that span our park and kind of use the last ride to fill in the holes in our park. So I'm thinking of starting it back here somewhere. Let me make sure I can even get footpath over there from somewhere. Yeah, we can stem it off this exit here. It's not going to be super heavy foot traffic, but that'll work. So we'll start it back here, and we'll have it take up a little bit of this space, kind of come over here, use some of this space, loop back around, maybe come over here, use some of this, go around here, use this back section, loop around here, do a little bit here, and then come back over and end it. So I need to start my station facing this direction, toward the bottom left of my screen. And let me know if you guys like me kind of giving you a glimpse into my mind as far as what I plan on doing for the ride, or if you just prefer to go in blind and kind of just see what I'm doing. That might change completely as I build this. I'm not going to, force myself to stick to that kind of outline I just gave myself. But I'm going to try to get somewhat close. And I'd actually like this to start... Where does this line up in relation to... That doesn't help. In relation to... I think this is going to need to start higher up. And if we do that, then we should be able to clear the whirlpool that we built. Roller coaster in the way. Why don't I have... Okay, so that's at 24. That's at 25. Can I start... Okay, that'll work. So we'll just add the rest of the station here, and we'll make sure we come up into it like that. And all right, let us begin the build. This ride, I'll give you the name already because I've already got it in mind. I want to name it the Hurricane. And I know I said early on with Landslide that my bigger rides in this park were going to be just Hurricane and not like the Hurricane. But I think it just sounds a lot cooler. So we're gonna do the Hurricane. And with this ride, I think it's going to fill in all the gaps in our park really nicely because of all the... It's not a lattice structure. I don't know what you'd call that. But the wooden supports are much busier than steel supports, even though on this one, it's pretty busy. But we're going to take this. This is going to run right into the chairlift. My bad. What did I say I wanted to... I gotta zoom out here to see what space we got. Okay, so we need to turn this and get it going this way. Okay. I got it figured out. Alright, so this is actually probably gonna need to... Tree in the way. Is it that tree? This tree? There we go. So it's gonna turn a little bit first. That actually goes right over all of that, which is not the best look that we could pull off. Let's do an S-bend to the left, and I think that'll actually hug the side of River Rapids, which will look good. And then this will go up. It'll clear it, hopefully. And it won't get rid of that support. All of which are things that I like. Okay, and so we're going to go up a little bit more, and then we're going to start dropping this. I'm aiming... Oh, we can't. Okay, so we have to back it off one because by the time we start going down, it won't work. Yada, yada, yada. Still too high for supports. Still too high for supports. What? I thought I could get away with that. Alas, I cannot. All right, so we're going to try to use up some of this space. And the reason I'm naming it the Hurricane is because I want to do a lot of... It's going to get real expensive, but the reason I chose this ride is because helices on this ride are actually a little bit less expensive than some other rides. So we're going to try to make this just kind of take up a lot of space and do a lot of turns, helixes. This is the perfect ride to do that on while still having speed. I actually want to do a helix down here. I always get hesitant with how much speed I give these things. But this design, the Mine Train Coaster, can handle a lot of speed without too many issues. So I'm going to try to cater to that and keep this going at a pretty decent speed for most of this ride. I think it's going to come out real nice if I can do that too. Is it the tree in the way? Yeah, but we're going to run into the land here if I... Okay, so we'll level this out here. And then do a helix down small, which I think I can do here. Yeah. Can I get 3 in? Oh, it's the footpath. I was hoping if it was just the land here, I could do that no problem. That's fine. let's use this ride's strengths to our advantage. Let's go underground real quick. I don't want to go crazy underground here because we're going to run into this footpath too if we do that. Are we? If we just keep going down here, are we going to have issues? I don't think so. Okay, so for this part, we don't have too much more room this direction. And I wanted it to come back out kind of underneath, like right here would be ideal. So let me do a turn to the right. A tight one. Footpath is still in my way at this height. That is crazy. So maybe I'm overestimating. Let me do the paths. So those are at 18, I believe. So if I do this at 20, actually, we can clear that. I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, I need to be at 19, I think. Which is still in the way. Okay, there we go. We got away with it. All right, get rid of that. Perfect. Okay, so we're at 19 now. And I want this to... Actually, what if we come out of the ground at an angle? Is that something we've ever done? I'm not actually sure. We're going to have to lower all of this. Oh, let me back that one piece off. Lower all of this. What did I do here? Oh, I did that. So that one piece has actually got to go back up. My bad. Okay, now we can start coming out. Oh, I didn't plan this very well. That's going to be taken up. Scratch this. This is getting very ugly and very difficult to do. Can we do... Instead of all that, can we do a helix down here? And then a turn. And still clear all this? No. What did we drop from initially? 30. And we're at 20. Okay, so this won't be going too fast. Actually, we're at 18. Let's actually bring it up here. You know, that wasn't my plan originally, but things change. We'll bring it up here. And let's actually go... Let's go over this. If we bring it up to 25, that'll give it not very much speed, having dropped from 30. So we can actually probably get away with doing... Hold on. If we do an S-bend to the right here, we're not going to have too much speed, so I'm not worried about this being too crazy. And then we'll do another kind of drop section right here. And we're going to take this over this direction and then this way a little bit. So that's where we're headed next. Okay, we'll do... I didn't mean for it to be a massive drop, so if you're underwhelmed by that drop, you know, that wasn't my intent. So we're going to do... Let's do a helix down right here. This could be a cool spot for one. We got a couple trees to clear first. If we can. It's a lot of trees to clear. There we go. These are all going to have to go, it looks like. Gravitron's in the way. Okay, so we have to start with a small one. And then can we do a large one? No, that's going to run us right into the ride. Let's do a large one here, if possible. Oh, that's cool. And then we'll take it back this direction. That looks sweet. Okay, and I just want this to go straight, right over top of this. And by this, I mean the walkway. I think this looks really cool, just from a design standpoint. Just flying straight over the path. I don't know. I think it looks sweet. Okay, and then let's do a helix up here. I'd actually like to take this... Actually, we don't have the space to do it any further. I was going to say I want it to go one more to the side. And we'll do a up small. And then we can bring it back this direction. What if we do another helix up small here? Oh, that would have been so cool. Can this go... No, it can't go one more before we do that helix up. Unless we modify the land slightly. which I am okay with doing. Do that. Lower all this. Get rid of the trees so we can see when we're good. Come on. Oh, geez. I'm trying to do... Oh, you guys probably saw that. I was trying to do down small that entire time. And we'll make all of this black to go with our mountain here. Or volcano, sorry. And then let's actually do it up large if this will work. I'm surprised we haven't run out of money yet. Roller coaster in the way. We can't do up large. We can only do up small. But then that puts us going into the volcano? Ooh, I didn't want to do that originally. But I do now. That's happening. Okay, so we're going to go... Oh, we're back up to 25, so we don't have too much speed here. We're actually probably going to do another drop here in just a sec. And let's get this adjusted while we're here. So we'll take this underground. Not too much. And I want to bring this direction. Why can't I do that? And then we're going to come back up here, and we're actually going to do another lift right here. That tree's got to go, and this will be... I'm going to lower all of this. I think it'll look nicer. More expensive, yes, but better looking, absolutely. All right, sweet. And I'm forgetting that I should probably be doing chains at this point. So let me back that off a few and start adding some chains here. Actually, let me play it safe and do all of those. There we go. Because I don't know how much speed we'll have lost at this point. I want to do chains up until... What's that, 30 again? We'll turn it. Go up even more. And then we're going to drop back on this side and do some crazy stuff on our way back. We are probably going to have to wait a little bit just for funds, because we are getting kind of low on those. But once we get that done, this is going to be so sick. I am so pumped to test this thing too, and I'm not even done building it yet. I think that's the first steep track piece we've done. Am I mistaken in that? No, that's the first steep drop we've done. Okay, cool. So let's actually make this more epic of a drop. We'll have it go straight for a little bit. Turn. Where does that line us up? Is that one to the right of the walkway? It is. Perfect. And then we will do our first big drop right there. I think that looks awesome. And then we'll go up to one less than we started. That was at 35. This will put us at a height that is too high for our supports. So never mind. Doing a helix here would probably be a bad idea. Just gonna make that call right now. So we'll come up a little bit. That's 10 lower than where we started. We'll do a very expensive helix up large as soon as we get some money. While we were just sitting here in our park waiting to get more money to finish this ride, I noticed something really cool. And that cool thing is a successfully completed objective. Oh yeah! Forces of Nature. We have just completed our objective, which was to have at least 900 guests in our park at the end of October Year 3 with a park rating of at least 600. Not a great company value, but again, it doesn't matter. There I go again. Alright, back to waiting for our ride. I'll see you guys when we have enough money to finish this thing. I know we have $5.5 grand. I don't think that's gonna cut it. 4 months later, and a whole lot of more money later, let's finish this thing. I think it's been enough time. I want to back this off a little bit. I think that's going to be a little bit too much, to be completely honest. So we're going to actually start... What do I want to do? I want to turn it, and I want to drop it. Actually, I shouldn't have done all that. So I want to keep this part the same right here, but I want to start dropping it from one earlier. So whatever that equates to is where I want to take the chain lift up to. So that's at 31. So if we turn this here, right here, that should work. So I'm going to back this all the way up. I'd actually want to take this to 32, just because it's going to go so slow if we don't. We'll take it straight for a little bit, drop it by 1 to 31, and then connect it up. And then from here, we'll begin with our craziness, which, now that we have the money to do it, it's going to get nuts. It's just going to get nuts now that I'm not restricted by pretty much anything. So we're going to do 2 helixes up, 3 helixes up, 4 helixes up, which puts us at 26. We've dropped from 31, so we're going pretty slow here. So let's gain some of that speed back right away by just going crazy here. We're going to try to use a lot of this land. I totally just deleted footpath. Not my intent. And I'm realizing this park is all kinds of bad as far as just, I didn't build enough stalls. Clearly I didn't hire enough handyman, whatever. At this point, I don't care. I'm just having a fun building and, oh man, this is going to be cool. Okay, let's get rid of some of these trees because they're in my way. So get out of here. And we're going crazy here with this giant loop. And we're going to get crazier with it here in a sec. We're going to spiral our way up and out of it. So I actually can't do that. I need to do this, and then I can do a helix up. If I take this one more, can I then do the helix up? I think I can. I think I can. Oh, so cool. And then we'll do a helix up small. And then another one? Oh, that's so cool looking. Okay, it's official. This is the highlight of the hurricane. This is like, oh, that's so cool looking. Okay, where do I need to even take this thing? I want to bring it probably back around here, a little bit here, and then back to the station. Okay, so let's see if we can get there. This will turn, because we'll still have plenty of speed at this point. And I love how I'm just willy-nilly deleting trees and placing crazy pieces of track at this point, just because I've got the money to do it, so why not? That's going to run right into that ride, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, it's not actually. That's kind of cool. It's not going to work, but it's kind of... Ooh, actually, can I... Oh, no. I was going to say, if I can turn it this way, that's going to destroy them going that fast at that... Actually, is it? Yeah, probably. We started at 31. So as cool as that is, that's probably not going to be able to happen. But we can go back this way, maybe? What tree is in our way? This one? Probably? Yeah. Okay, so we're at 22... And this is not at all going back where I wanted it to. But I'll get there. Don't worry. I'll get there. And if I turn this... Can I clear this walkway? I can. Perfect. My plan has changed ever so slightly. We're going to go... That's at 23. We're at 21. So we still can clear all this stuff. We're just going to be going underground to do it. Which is fine. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll lower this down. We're going to go... I just tried clicking on this right here to build the track. That's not going to work. We'll bring this up. I think that'll look nicer. Same with this. Go-kart's in the way. Go-kart's in the way. What? What's going on here? Am I adjusting the wrong tile? I clearly was. Don't know what caused that. We probably need to lower this a little bit. Just to get through all this. If this is making no sense, give me a sec. It'll make some more sense here in just a bit. Where does this put us at? Height-wise, or in relation to our go-karts, I guess. So we'll keep going down here. We'll do one very wide turn. Oh, come on, game. Let me build it. There we go. And then we will come straight up here. for a steep incline to sort of relieve ourselves of a little bit of the speed we've acquired. Again, we dropped from 31, so I've got to keep that in mind as I do all this. Let me get rid of that and shift this over because I keep clicking on that accidentally. There we go. Okay, that puts us at 25. And then I could go back that way, but I want to use some of this space. So we're going to do just that. All right, if I turn this, can I go... What's going to be in my way? Trees? All right, get out of here, trees. Is there a tree right there? Yeah, somewhere? Ah, there it is. All right, if I do this, I can probably go... I got land in my way now. I wanted to come out over here. I think that could look really cool. And where I'm lined up right now would work perfectly for that, actually. So let's do it. All right, so we're at 25. Again, we dropped from 31. So we're gonna do another chain lift. Why not? Where am I lined up? Am I in line with... I am. Okay, so instead of that, this is gonna have to do this, which actually looks like it's gonna work out way better. Yeah, it will. Okay, so we're gonna do a chain lift here over all this stuff and do one final drop in this section. Yeah, my paths are disgusting. What's new? All right, let's get crazy with it over here. So we're gonna drop this earlier because we're getting a little too ambitious. Swinging ship in the way. Okay, problem maybe solved. If we take this one further and then start dropping it, we can do it. Sweet. All right, and this is where things are gonna get crazy. Oh, that swings right underneath. That's really cool looking. We'll do a helix up from 38. We're just gonna do a bunch of helices over here. We've got the money, so let's do it. I always love doing helices, so let's, like I just said, let's do it. No, not that. Helix up small. And then we should be able to clear this, I think. I'm hoping I can do another helix up here once we get rid of some more trees. Think that's all that's in our way? Oh, yeah. And what's in our way here? Roller coaster? Oh, we're underneath that. We might have to do a helix up small there instead. Yeah. So helix up small. And then a helix up large. That puts us at 34, dropping from 38. How cool does that look? I think it looks awesome. And then we'll turn it this direction. Over top all this. Do one more, or actually two, three? One or three. Three more helix downs, if I can. Just to get us back headed the direction we want. And then we're going to bring this... Where do we line up right now? We're right there. Can I do this? If I can, it's going to be so cool. At least I'm hoping. All these trees have to go. Oh, that's perfect. It's going to go over top wildfire. Oh, perfectly too. Let's get rid of the tree on the other side there just so we get some actual supports. Oh, this is looking so sick. Okay, we're at 31. We probably don't have too much speed right now. So let's do one more drop. Oh, we have to drop all the way back down to 24. Okay. So let's start doing that. Roller coaster in the way. Can I turn through it? Can I S-bend? Can I do anything to weave through this instead of going out around it? This is all at 31 too, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Nope, we're gonna have to do this. Okay, I was gonna say that better not be the observation tower that's in my way, because that's gonna be unfortunate if it is. All right, let's do another drop right here. Nothing crazy about this one. And then this area is going to be crazy. We're going to just do helix upon helix upon helix with maybe some helices thrown in, with a couple helixes added for good measure. In other words, we're going to just litter this area with helices. It's going to be sick. We're probably going to have to get rid of a lot of trees to do it, but again, we have the money, and honestly, by the end of this, we might not have that much money left, which is going to be crazy. Are we running into... No, we're not running into a roller coaster. We're running into a tree at this point, I think. Is it that? Is there a tree over here? What tree's in my way? That tree, there we go. Now it's going to be a roller coaster in the way. That's okay. Can I turn it back this direction? No. Okay. So that's actually going to have to be a helix down. 2 of them, in fact. What did I do? 25 to 26? So we'll do a helix down here, and then 2 small ones. Goodbye, shrubbery. And then we'll do some large ones over here. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so cool. We'll actually do this... No, not what I meant to do. We'll take this a little bit further this direction, because I think this will look cooler if we do. So again, we're dropping all this from 31. And we need to get back to 24, I believe? Yeah, 24 for our station. Oh, I thought that wasn't coaster. That's fine. We'll go straight for a little bit. Let's actually do an on-ride photo section right here. That's a cool spot for it, I think. And then we'll drop it back down. I want to leave this open a little bit just so we can actually get a line through it at some point. But we're going to stop here at 24 because we're going to do some... No, we don't have room to do helix down that direction. We do in this direction, however. If trees weren't in our way, which they always are. I chose this to do in the most heavily forested area, so I can't exactly complain, can I? Okay, and then if I do... Hold on. If I turn this like so... Hold on, let me go a little bit further with it. That should do the trick. If I do a tight helix up, I can... Oh no, I need to do... Okay, that's what I was originally doing. I got confused. Okay, so I'm just going to turn it twice, so that way when I do a tight helix up, we're going to have coaster in our way because of this. What am I doing? Okay, so we will go to the edge. Nope. Okay, things are changing here. Helix down large will line me up. Okay, none of this is working like I wanted it to. Helix down small, that's okay. We'll turn this. We'll do 1 helix up here. Actually. Yeah, because I want this to connect. I have to have this connect up over here. Oh, and I have this going up. So we're actually fine to do it from 22. I don't know what I'm doing here. 22. We're going to have a lot of speed here. So I don't want to get too nuts with this. Going to turn it tightly. Get out of here, land. Tightly so that we can hopefully connect back up. And I'm having trouble seeing where this is actually lining up. There we go. That's the view we need. And this is actually probably going to have to do this. And I know I'm going to have to adjust the land quite a bit to get it to work. That's okay. We have the funds. It is so nice to have all this money to do this stuff with. So nice. This is going to have to... I'm having issues here. I'm having a lot of issues here. What if I do... If I go this direction with it, that's not going to work, is it? I'm going to run into the edge of my park. So I need to start that one sooner. Possibly more than one. I could have just screwed that up. There's always a chance I did that. Okay, perfect. So this puts us at 22. Then we can swing wide here to get back on the edge of our park, which is what we need. Then we're going to have to drop underneath this at 20. Turn, line us up right. I need to go one further, I think. Turn. No, we'll do a tight turn here. And I think that lines up. Oh, it does, but it's just off ever so slightly. Is there anything I can do to fix that? This is going to make it too tall. Yeah, so I'll back the station off by 1, and that should complete our circuit. Oh my gosh, that was a project. It took me about 30 minutes of just waiting to get the money to do that. I probably didn't need to wait as long as I did. But, oh my goodness, that is so sick. Originally, I was going to have my entrance and exit come over here. However, it's looking like it's going to connect up here so much better. So let's do that. Entrance and exit. See if I can save that one tree, because, you know, I kind of destroyed every other one. We'll do a yellow path for this. I don't know why. That seems hurricane-y to me, but it does. And then this line will be connected right here. There we go. And then the exit, we can either do... Actually, no. I don't want to get rid of any more trees, so we're going to run the exit kind of by where the exit of Valley Crossing Lift is. I think that will work. It might not because of the ride that's right here. But it also might work great. I don't know. It's certainly not going to work great, but it will maybe work. What if we start this one higher? Can I go underneath this? I can, but then that doesn't help me here. And then I'm underneath it if I try to do that. Okay, goodbye trees. We're getting rid of you. As much as I want to save you, I want this to be finished even more. All right, so we'll add a bench, a light, and a trash can and make it look beautiful. And then, you know what? We've got the money. We'll hire one more mechanic for right here. Again, not super important. No. I don't know why I said no instead of E. Hurricane. Okay. All right. RollerCoaster 1, I already said we're going to name the Hurricane. And as far as the paint job goes, honestly, again, I love the way this looks. I'm definitely going to be changing the mine train, though. That's the only option we have. It is a mine train coaster. Love the track style. It fits, it just blends, or it complements so nicely with all the trees and all the grass. I love it. But for the trains, we have we need 3 trains at a minimum. 3 trains, 6 cars per train. And I kind of want, well, I want to see them as I paint them. Let's make them different colors per train. Let's have one be green. I like that. Let's have another one be blue. And then another one be, well, what's another kind of hurricane colors? I don't know. Green for the, I don't know. I think that looks good though. I couldn't tell you my reasoning for that, but I think it looks good nonetheless. Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, what happened here? That's really funny. That's good to know. Okay. We've waited long enough. Let us give the hurricane a test and see if it truly is the storm to rule all storms in this park. my gosh, guys. That was insane. How long was that thing? 3 minutes and 48 seconds. That is incredible. I didn't think it was going to be going as slow as it was in the beginning. But being a 3 minute and 48 second ride, I think it worked out for the best. It starts not so fast in this whole first section right here. Once it goes up this chain lift and drops again, it goes a little bit faster, but then it slows down quite a bit for here, and then it, comes back up the last chain, and from here on out, it's moving pretty quick through all these helices all over the place, and it ends pretty fast. So if you were to map the intensity, it just gets more and more intense as you go. And look at that, an 8.42 excitement rating. That is insane. Is that the best we've done? I think 8.2 was the best we've had. I'm not sure if that's the best ride ever, but possibly it is. And oh my gosh, I am so glad that turned out good. That is the most invested I have been in making sure a ride actually worked and waiting for money to build it. Oh my gosh. That turned out incredible. I love it. That's so cool. This line is gonna be full here in no time. That's gonna be awesome. Oh my gosh, guys. So happy with how that came out. I am so happy with how this entire park came out, because that's gonna be it. Look how filled in that ride made this park. It flushed out all the areas that we needed. There's still some empty areas, but I think that is nice. I didn't want it to be too crowded. It still allows kind of the hillsides to be seen, so you can see this is a very mountainous park. Again, originally it was called Lightning Peaks. It's all about the mountains, and you can still see the mountains pretty clearly in this park. But alright guys, that's gonna do it here on Forces of Nature. I am so pleased with how this came out. We're clearly having some issues here and there. And our pathways are getting pretty gross. I didn't upkeep them at all in the 4 months I was waiting, so everything kind of got vandalized in that time, clearly. So I think it's time to kind of get out of this park and move on to the next. I hope you guys enjoyed it, but I hope you're just as excited for what's yet to come. I know I am. This park was a lot of fun, and I think the names turned out really cool. I really liked the theme for this one. I thought it worked out really nice. But all good things must come to an end, including this park and this beautiful hurricane, which already has a line that is nuts. So, all right, let's get out of here and go see what we have in store for us next. Not quick game, new game. All right. So I think we only have 3 more parks to go. And the first of those 3 is Ivory Towers, a well-established park which has a few problems. Clearly, vandalism is one of those. Handymen, or lack of handymen, is another. Our objective is to have at least 1,000 guests in our park at the end of October, year 3, with a park rating of at least 600. Another 3-year objective, but we need 1,000 guests instead of 900. And my goodness, that is disgusting. This park needs some heavy cleanup. But it seems that we have some fairly established rides. We've got a monorail. We've got a, what is this? Tree topper. We've got a crazy caterpillar, which is actually pretty cool looking. We'll follow the main path here. Oh gosh, this park is disgusting. Oh, we got some work to do. And then back here, it looks like we've got a very nice suspended coaster, Force 9. Very cool looking. I love the paint job. And if I'm not mistaken, that's it. Oh, we've got a boat hire here too, with canoes, which is pretty cool. I think that's it. I don't see anything else in this park. So yeah, we do have quite a bit of work cut out for us. One, just cleaning this park up. We can take out up to a $20,000 loan, so that's nice. That's $5,000 more than we had in the past few parks. So we will definitely put that to good use. But okay, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. It was a long one, I know, but it was a sort of a finale, a grand finale, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you, as always, for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, again, like always, take care.